Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we're learning on the social and global responsibilities of Muslim engineers. So this topic is very important. Before we start, let us ponder. Let's reflect on ourselves. In Surah Al-Munafiqun, ayah 10, Allah says, وَأَنْفِقُوا أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وأنفقوا مما رزقناكم من قبل أن يأتي أحدكم الموت فيقول رب لولا أخرتني إلى أجل قريب فأصدق وأكن من الصالحين, which means and spend in the way of Allah from what we have provided to you before death approaches you. And he says, so when somebody when death is approaching a person and this person says, my Lord, Ya Rab, if only you would delay me for a brief term so I would give charity and be among the righteous. So in this ayah, Allah has ordained us to give, to do infaq, okay, for whatever Allah has given us. So for example, Allah has given us wealth, so we need to do infaq. And secondly, this person, when the death is approaching, he regretted his life, and he asked for delay and asking, Ya Rab, oh my Lord, please delay me. So that what is the thing that the person is regretting? So because he doesn't do enough charity, so and also he wants to be among the righteous, minas solihin. So to give charity is not only to give money. Giving money is also charity, but to smile in the face of your brother is also charity. To do any good things for the sake of Allah is charity. And also this person also regretted that he wants to be part of the soleh, the good people. So while we are still living, alhamdulillah, Allah still give us life. Are we doing enough of charity? Are we doing enough of being a good person, soleh person? If not, this is the time before death approaches us. So social and global responsibilities is also part of us being soleh. Okay, right. So what are the concept of social responsibilities? So social responsibility is an ethical framework where it suggests an entity, so it can be an organization or individual, to having an obligation, so to act for the benefit of society at large. So a person or society or organization or a company have an obligation to do something good of benefit to the society. And social responsibility is the duty of every individual to maintain a balance between the economy and the ecosystem. Because as an engineer, we always thinking of profit, how to reduce the cost, and also how to benefit the economy. But also we need to balance between the economy and also the ecosystem. Ecosystem means everything around us, the trees, the plants, the river, and also the society. So we as an individual have responsibility to the society. So what are the concepts of social responsibilities of engineers? Is the concept is first, it's actually a commitment to place public safety and interest ahead of all other consideration. Meaning that when we do a project, when we design something, we need to put the public safety first and of interest. So sometimes it's not the profit first, it should be the public safety first. So if the project have a lot of profit but the public safety is being jeopardized, so we need to rethink again of the project, which means that this engineer have to take into account and show due regard for the consequences of their conduct. for the well-being of others as well the impact of the work on society. It means that we should take into account, as I mentioned before, and we need to think what is the consequences to the society and to the ecosystem around us. We cannot just we just don't care. So I don't care what happened as long as I get the money, as long as I get the job. So that's not the thinking of when we have social responsibility. So as a Muslim, we should think of the consequences of our conduct. And also, the engineer need to make determined efforts to discover all the relevant facts concerning the design, development, deployment, and all other outcomes that may affect the society positively or negatively. So this means that because we are accountable to the effect of whatever we do to the society and ecosystem, this means that before that we need to get the relevant facts. All, okay, let me highlight all the relevant facts. We cannot say, you do, in Malay we say lebih kurang, we do half-heartedly. We don't do all the research that we have to do. For example, your CSR, you need to do a project, you just know half of the issues and facts and regarding the project. Cannot. So your responsibility is to ensure that you get all the relevant facts to ensure that the society, the ecosystem is of interest. So what are the scope of the social responsibility of Muslim engineers? So there are 8 scopes, and the number 1 is our social responsibility. Number 1 should goes to Allah. We should be responsible to Allah. So the first amanah is to Allah. So that's the highest priority. Number 2 is nafs, our own self. So first we need to put Allah ahead. Then secondly, after that is ourselves. So if you do a project that will harm us, so for example, I don't know, we do a project, you will get cancer out of it, so we shouldn't do that. So we should take care of we should be responsible to ourselves, nafs. The third one is family. We should be responsible to our family. And number 4, we should be responsible to the employee, meaning that our colleagues. So if you are working in a company, we have friends, we have colleagues over there, we need to do the amanah and responsibility towards them. We cannot do a project and you take care of yourself and your friend will get cancer. Cannot. So, or your friend will be injured. You need to take care of your employee as well. So if you're the boss, the one beneath you. So if you're your colleague, and also if you're the boss, the people under you, you have responsibility towards them. Number 5 is the employer. So you are an employee of a company and you have an employer, your boss. So you also have amanah, responsibility towards him or the company. So because they are paying your salary, so you have to fulfill their request. But you need to remember that whatever you do, Allah is number 1. Okay, and then number 6 is your responsibility towards the society. So if you're taking care of 1 to 5, good, but you cannot neglect your responsibility to your society. So that's why sometimes there are whistleblowing, right? You've learned, I think you covered about whistleblowing. So that is part of your accountability, and you need to do whistleblowing because you are taking care of the society. And number 7 is we should be responsible to the creatures that Allah created. So everything that Allah created, creatures here meaning the animals, right? The birds, the everything that Allah created. And number 8 is similar to the creature with the nature. Everything that Allah created in the ecosystem, the river, the sea, the land, right? So you cannot do a project, you say, everything great, you have taken care of the you don't do anything haram, you think, and you are not harmed, your family will get good salary, your employee is not harmed, employee will be happy, high profit, the society, maybe the public, the community there will be happy, there's a great building over there. However, the nature and the creatures are jeopardized. You cannot. So for example, that will damage the land, the sea will be polluted. So you need to take care of all the 8 responsibilities. It's a big task. So that's why in Islam, we need to do the best that we can, and we leave it to Allah, and we ask Allah for guidance. That's why we have Salatul Istikharah, to ask Allah to show us what is the best thing to do.